Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be doing some 4th of July party ideas, as well as some recipes. So I will share with you guys some of my favorite patriotic recipes, as well as how to set up and decorate for the holiday. So if you guys want to see my ideas and my recipes, then please keep watching. Alright, first up is our red, white, and blue cake. Now you can make a cake from scratch, but I am using this white cake mix I've got from Walmart. I'm going to go ahead and mix together all the ingredients. Now once you've got it mixed, you're going to separate it into 3 separate bowls. We will be dyeing one of them red, the other one blue, and then the other cake batter will be the white. Alright, I'm going to be using some gel food coloring. Now this is the most opaque. You can use the regular kind, but this stuff really is vibrant. I'm going to add as much as I want till I get to the desired color. The darker it is, the more vibrant the cake will be, so keep that in mind. Now I'm going to be taking my Bundt pan. You can use any pan you'd like. I just like the Bundt because it makes a nice pretty shape. We're going to spray it really well with some non-stick baking spray. Then we're basically just going to layer our cake batter. So I'm going to do red first and then spread that around, add the white, spread it around, and then add the blue and spread it around just to get that marbled kind of layered look. Alright, now we're going to stick this in the oven at 350 for 40 minutes. Alright, it came out, it's been cooling for about an hour, it looks really good. Now we're just going to flip it over and put it on your serving tray. Okay, I'm going to be making the icing from scratch. It is a powdered sugar icing. It's more of like a glaze, but you can add any kind of frosting you would like and dye it the red, white, and blue colors. So here I had 2 cups of powdered sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 6 to 7 teaspoons of milk. I'm going to mix that all together until you get the desired consistency. If it's too runny, add more powdered sugar, and if it's too thick, you can add more milk. Now we're going to separate it again into 3 separate containers. We'll do the exact same thing that we did with the cake batter. Dye one red and dye the other blue and leave the white as it is. Okay, make sure your cake is good and cool before you put on the glaze because then it will kind of melt and soak into the cake. I did go over this 2 times just to get the desired color that I wanted, but regardless, it came out really good. Alright, next we're going to be adding some red, white, and blue sprinkles. This step is completely optional, but I feel like it added a nice little touch. I used a variety of sprinkles here as well. Now this cake came out really good. It was really moist and it'll last in the fridge for like 3 to 4 days. Alright, next up is deviled eggs. So I went ahead and boiled my eggs. Now I'm going to slice them in half and remove the yolk. I only did 4 eggs, but you can make as many or as little eggs as you'd like. Not everyone loves deviled eggs, but it is an American classic. I feel like you see it at every single 4th of July barbecue or any barbecue for that matter. So next up, we're taking 2 containers. I'm going to be putting that red and blue gel food coloring in there as well, mixing it up with some water. Now I'm just going to pop in my eggs. Now the longer that they stay in this food coloring, the more opaque they will be. I believe I let mine sit for like 2 or 3 hours, but if you let them sit overnight, they will be super dark and opaque. Alright, I went ahead and mixed up my yolks. We're going to make our deviled egg mixture any way that you like it. My mom has taught me with mayonnaise and mustard, salt and pepper, and then paprika on top. But feel free to make it any way you would like. Some people like it super smooth. We're not really picky. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my eggs out of the dye mixture. Like I said, I left it in there for about 2 hours. and they are still pretty opaque, but they can get even darker. I did this in a Christmas video with red and green, and it was absolutely beautiful. These are just so festive. I love these deviled eggs. When you dye them, it looks really, really neat. So here I am taking that mixture, using a baby spoon because it's the perfect size. I'm gonna go ahead and fill up my eggs. Now I'm gonna take my paprika. You can see here I dumped a little bit too much on that one, but I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle it on the other ones, and they are done. All right, next up, we're gonna be taking these cupcakes I got from Walmart. Now these are great as it is, but I wanted to add an extra little touch. So I am gonna be making firecrackers. You're gonna take some marshmallows, some black licorice, and some red candy melts. And then lastly, you'll need some red, white, and blue sprinkles to put on top. So I'm gonna take my licorice. I am not a fan of black licorice at all. It kind of stinks. We bought a big bag and I don't really care for it, but this is the firecracker portion. So you're gonna wanna cut it in half again and again, as you can see. So you basically want it to look like this. This is the wick of the firecracker. So we're gonna take those candy melts, stick it in the microwave at 30-second intervals till you get this consistency. Then we're gonna take these marshmallows and these skewers, stick the skewer in the marshmallow, and then you're gonna coat the marshmallow in the candy melt. Make sure it's completely coated and tap off the excess like so. Then we're gonna stick it on a piece of wax paper to dry. Now while it's still wet, you want to wedge that licorice in there where the skewer is. We kind of already created a hole for it, as you can see. And then here they are all done, and just let them dry completely. All right, while those are cooling, we're gonna go ahead and take off those star rings from the cupcakes. I only used the cupcakes with the white frosting because I wanted the firecracker to really pop. So here we are, we're just gonna go ahead and place them down into the cupcake very gently, but firm. You wanna make sure it sticks in there. Now here I am just taking off the extra pieces of chocolate just to make it look more clean. And that's pretty much it. Very, very easy to do. Now we're gonna take those sprinkles. Now this is optional, but I feel like it needed more sprinkles. I didn't have enough. So I'm just gonna sprinkle a variety of them all around. And that is all, guys. This one's the easiest, I think, to do. And it's already like pre-made for you. All right, next up is our American flag fruit tray. So I'm gonna be taking these fresh strawberries and fresh blueberries. I also found these yogurt covered pretzels. If you can't find these, the white chocolate pretzels work just as good. Next, we're gonna be washing and cutting our strawberries and blueberries. I've got this cookie sheet I lined with wax paper and this glass square container I'm gonna be putting my blueberries in. Now, if you don't have a glass container, that's fine. Just make a little square shape in the corner of the pan. Now we're going to be taking our strawberries and our pretzels and making alternating stripes, as you'll see here in a second. Now you can make this as big or small as you'd like, but it's super simple and healthy. Now lastly, I'm going to be using this felt confetti. I'm going to be taking just the white stars and putting them over the blueberries just to make it complete. And here it is. Really cute little American flag. All right, next up, we're gonna be moving on to the decoration part of the video. So I'm just gonna be taking some food coloring, some blue food coloring, and some flowers I got from Walmart. They were $4 each. I'm gonna go ahead and fill up the vases with the flower food and some water, and then I will be adding my dye in there. And now this is just a cute little touch. I thought it was really festive and pretty. So I went ahead and arranged the flowers, as you can see here. Now I decided just to use the picks and not the flags, but it still came out very pretty and very patriotic. All right, guys, I won't explain too much here. It's pretty self-explanatory, but it gives you some ideas if you want to decorate for your party. Now, I know a lot of people do parties outside for the 4th of July since we're all cooking out and fireworks and all that good stuff. But here in Las Vegas on this particular day, it's 106, and around July 4th, it's the same. So it's too hot to be outside for an extended period of time. So I'm just going to go ahead and set up my stuff inside on my island. Now these plastic forks and spoons, I got this one from Walmart and I got the glitter ones from Hobby Lobby. I thought they were adorable and very festive. I found these lanterns at Dollar Tree. Love those. Also got these straws from Hobby Lobby. Nice and festive as well. And these napkins came from Dollar Tree. Now I'm going to be taking my cupcakes and adding some little American flags to the USA ones. I'm not going to add them to the firecracker because I didn't want to overdo it, but I thought this was really, really cute and festive. Now I'm taking these red chargers. I am going to be putting my burgers, hot dogs, fries, and corn on the cob on there. I found this at Hobby Lobby and I thought it was adorable. I'm going to go ahead and stick it on top of my Bundt cake. And then this pick I also found at Hobby Lobby. Going to stick it in the center. This sign came from Hobby Lobby. It's my favorite place ever, as well as this little Uncle Sam. He's doing a headstand. I thought that was cute. Now I'm taking this vase filler. I'm just going to use it as kind of a table scatter. I'm just going to place it in random places here, just trying to figure out where I want everything to go. I wanted to share with you guys what I am using and what we're cooking. We are making classic cheeseburgers and hot dogs. So I got these grass-fed beef patties from Kirkland's from Costco. They're amazing, as well as these all-beef Polish sausages. Now on the side, I am serving it with some corn on the cob and some French fries. Classic American meal here. Now I'm showing you can either set out all of your buns on a tray, or you can, make the burgers for people and set them on a platter. It's completely up to you. It can be like make your own burger or hot dog stand. You can put sides here. I've got lettuce, tomato, onion, cheese, pickles. You can completely do it that way. It's all up to you and what you prefer. All right, last thing I wanted to share with you guys in terms of food was these cherry ICEEs. I used to get these from 7-Eleven all the time as a kid, and they're just so American to me. So I thought I'd make some at home for the 4th of July. So it's basically just the Kool-Aid mix, sugar, water, and ice. And that is it, guys. Super simple. Stick it in a blender, add some ice, add more ice if you need more, more slush, if you will. But these are super simple and easy to make. And my daughter loved these. So I got these cute little jars from Dollar Tree a long time ago. And I'm just going to put them in the jars, add a straw, and add a little flag, and we're done. All generations will love these. These are just so nostalgic for me. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap the video here. I really hope you enjoyed my patriotic 4th of July decoration ideas in addition to all of my recipes. The recipes are super simple, very traditional, very American, but very, very easy to do. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. And also stay tuned if you like my decor here. I am going to be filming a decorate with me out front, so I will be filming how I decorate my front porch for the holiday. And I will be throwing in some DIYs in there, so stay tuned. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. I make all kinds of videos, DIY, decor, clean with me, cook with me, you name it, I do it. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.